Well, hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It is me, your girl Baz B, and I am back with another Baddies Africa review. This is episode 4, and it is called Trio versus Trio versus Trio. Yes, I don't understand where all these girls are coming from, but these groups are happening, and I guess since we can't get the story of the alliances, maybe we're just gonna have to deal with this. Thank you for all the new subscribers. I see some new people in the group chat. I'm glad you guys are here. Don't forget to like the video, comment down below, subscribe if you are new here and you have not done so already. And for the ones that did, hey, y'all got some friends. I know they like the baddies. Let them know that I'm over here talking about their asses. Another thing, I am so tempted to start talking about baddies gone wild. They done suck me in. And them bitches pissing me off. So you know I gotta go in and lay half on them hoes too. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this review. We pick back up with Dolly fucking with Cold, and Summer, I guess, decides she's gonna take that fade for Dolly because you jumped in and started fighting Cold. Y'all know Summer always just gotta be seen.
I get the usher. Summer looking like a motherfucking powder donut.
Once pulled apart, Russian asks, what are they even fighting for? And Dolly explains to her the whole situation that happened on the bus and them basically mispronouncing Fauna's name and telling her, fuck your name, because nobody's going to pronounce it right anyway. And the fact that we're dragging this on like Fauna is a hard name to say is crazy to me. It's very simple. 2 syllables. I don't see names that are harder than that to pronounce and people get them correct. Then it was like, Cold, here you go. You jump into it talking about some, oh, since y'all can't get my bitch name right, then she gonna call Summer winner. Which I was like, well, shit. Since we gonna get easy ass names wrong around here, how about we start with Summers? You are now gonna be called Winter until you can get this girl name correct. And the fact that Dolly is telling this story like, oh my God, we were so innocent. I mean, what did they want us to do? We can't pronounce the girl name is crazy to me. Cold Killer, she, defends herself like, yeah, because y'all gonna respect this girl name. Now, Dolly, she want to start going in on how these girls think they the new 3 and they been the big 3 and y'all ain't no new trios about to come in here thinking they taking our spot. We holding that down. And Cold like, bitch, I'm a grown ass woman. I'm not calling myself no trio. We all just cool. That's some middle school shit, which I mean, personally, it really is. Dolly is popping her shit at Cold. So Cold was like, don't forget, you a fan. Because y'all know Dolly was fanning out on that bus, talking about how they used to listen to Cold Killer music in the club, and they be in there fighting and get locked up, and oh my God, la 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 la. So that shit must have hit a nerve for Dolly, because she started fighting them Cold, and I ain't gonna lie, Dolly had tagged her ass. Now, while these 2 girls is fighting, here goes Summer, of course, gotta jump in some shit. So the rest of the girls are holding her back, talking about, nah, don't jump, let them run they ones. And I'm looking like, where the fuck is Ivori? Because obviously, Summer need another whooping, because she out here jumping again. Cold and Dolly, they go about 2 rounds before we let that shit go ahead and go. Dolly, she turns to Pretty P and she lets her know like, hey, this season we not about to do this whole beef and shit. That was all last season. This is a new season. We got some new bitches to deal with. We need to just go ahead and squash it. Now, Pretty P, she does squash the problem. They hug it out. But in her confessional, she was like, she don't really know if she can be Dolly's friend because Dolly be fake sometimes. So it ain't all that peaches and cream with them two. The next scene we get is Kay, Ivori, and Fauna in the room talking about what happened last night or who they got an issue with. Kay explains the whole situation that happened on the bus and them standing up for Fauna. So Ivori asked them, are they friends? And the girls was like, yeah, pretty much, but it's not like we a trio, we just friends. Ivori then asks about Kay and Elsie's issues and can they squash it. Kay said, no, the fuck we cannot, because that bitch wanted to come and fight me when she seen that I was down and out bad. Bitch, I was sick, had the bubble guts, I need to throw up. Y'all want to keep doing batty shot o'clock. Shit. That was some weak bitch shit of her to think that she should be able to fight me, and she see I'm over here struggling. So no, it's always going to be a problem. Ivori asks, do they got an issue with Lex? And the girls was like, no, because Lex has been mutual. She's been cordial with them. They said they understand that Lex is going to ride for her girls, and like they going to ride for their girls. But so far, they really don't have a problem with Lex. And at this point, Lex really didn't have a problem with them. When asked, Lex said she was just standing by her bitches. So that's that on that. Ivori lets them know that she did invite Lex and Elsie to the room so they can get some understanding. Kay let her know it ain't about to be no understanding, bitch. Soon as Elsie crazy looking ass come in here on straight stealing off on that bitch. And that's that on that. So Lex and Elsie, they walk into the room. Elsie saying, hey, the damn Ivori. But Kay done got her ass up. Because, bitch, I said, once I see you, it's on and popping. Elsie must have felt that energy. So she threw the drink and down Kay's face. And them two started tussling with each other. But to tell you the truth, that was nothing to damn see. Elsie can't fight, and I'm beginning to wonder, can Kay fight? Because y'all was really neck and neck in that shit. They yapping back and forth, bitch this, bitch that, I got more money than you. You know how that shit go. They go another round, just some more tussling, nothing to see here. Well, hold up. Yeah, it is, because guess what happens? Lex is trying to break up this fight. But Ahnna thought that Lex was jumping in to help Elsie. So she jumps in trying to fight Lex. So while them two going at it, Ivori is thinking that Ahnna is jumping in to help her homegirl and y'all jumping Elsie. So now she done jumped in and all of them in this room goddamn fighting. I was like, what in the damn world is going on? Let's get her and Ahnna out of the entanglement of fights that's happening on this bed. And as soon as Lex got that one arm out that damn bathrobe, y'all know them long ass arms went to work on Ahnna ass. Once they get pulled apart, Lex obviously didn't feel like she did her big one with Ahnna, so she was like, she won another round. Ahnna seeing like, damn, a bitch can't even catch her breath. She jumps off the bed and she tackles Lex and they fall in between the beds, so I don't know who ended up winning that shit. They get up. Lex won another round. They go another round. Third round. Lex, she tagging her, but I ain't gonna lie, Ahnna is keeping up. So, take it how you want to take it there. After we see we ain't going to get no resolution up in this damn bedroom, they go ahead and cut that scene. We see Diamond. She pull up on Ahnna at her hotel room. And she lets her know what's been going on. Her fight with Tavy, her calling out Natalie going out like a scary asshole, talking about I ain't about to fight you and basically copping please. And you know, Ahnna just eating all this shit up. She wish she was there to have witnesses. She wish she was there so she could have been jumping in these fights. Girl, that's the problem now. You and all that fucking jumping, bitch. Cut it out. Diamond asks what is going on with Ahnna and Natalie.
Me and Natalie are just like too far gone right now. It's a lot going on. And even though I can't stand the bitch, I still love her even though she's a bitch. Natalie has done a lot for me and I appreciate all that she's done, but it's gone past business and this became personal. And it's just something that I don't know if we can move forward past right now.
Now, Diamond, she looking shocked because she looking like, bitch, you going home? What the fuck was you even here for? Why did you come here for one day to go home? But I'm going to take it that Ahnna had to do her final goodbyes. We didn't get it. We're at the bar with her, Natalie, and Stunner. So Ahnna says, you know, this is not bye forever. She'll be back, but I don't really think Ahnna's gonna come back, and she really can't come back after she popped all that shit online talking about she wasn't gonna be like Natalie and be on reality TV for the rest of her life. If she comes back to baddies, I feel like she gonna get stuck, and she gonna have to eat her words on that. But we get our farewell goodbyes, and that's the end of Ahnna for now. We gotta sit down with Dolly and Ivori, and they just trying to squash their beef. Because at the end of the day, they was cool when they first got on baddies with each other. Dolly really didn't want no problems with Ivori, so they gonna squash it. Ivori finally clears up what was the issue with her and Dolly. So apparently at the premiere of Baddies, I'ma guess it was Baddies Midwest, because that would only make sense on why y'all was fighting at that reunion with nothing happening during the season. Dolly was starting shit with everybody, of course. And she was just going around, I guess, line it up. She fighting this one, that one, that one. And next thing Ivori know, she get hit in the mix. So them two fighting, and it's been up ever since. But they gonna let that go because they really didn't have no issue with each other for real. Dolly asks what happened with Lex. And Ivori tells her what happened in the room earlier. And Ivori is also mispronouncing Fauna's name. And I'm looking like, really, Ivori? What is so hard about saying Fauna? It just doesn't make any sense to me. We see Natalie. She's back at the house because, she ain't living in there. The rest of y'all are just baddies. I am the OG. I am the CEO, bitch. I'm not staying in this house with y'all. We see her catching up with the new three.
So I'm explaining to the girls that it's really important we don't fight in the club because this is where we make our money. People book the baddies all over the world. I would hate for us to act a fool out here and then we don't get to take over this market.
So let's figure this shit out because we can't do what we do in America over here. Natalie asks these girls what's the issue, and Fauna starts to explain the whole situation with them mispronouncing her name, and they think that they can just sit there and disrespect her, and she's not having it. Natalie lets the new three know, like, hey, okay, I'm going to hold a house meeting so that we can all sit down, get an understanding of what everybody's beef is before we go out there to the club. So you girls, y'all go ahead and go get ready for the club. I'm going to bring in the next trio. Now, this trio, I'm going to call the oddball trio. Because how the fuck did Tavy, Russian, and Elsie become a trio? Them bitches don't even look like they belong with each other. They don't look like they would even talk to each other if it wasn't for them being stuck in this house with each other. Y'all are so mismatched, it don't even make sense. But let's get to talking. What y'all problem is, okay? Elsie says it all started because Kay was disrespecting her and her family. And then Russian also states that her problem with Kay is because you went to Elsie telling her that I called her weird and strange and all this shit, which I did, but bitch, so did you. So why are you telling her what I said, but then tell her what you said? But Russian and Elsie, they talked it out. And now they cool. But Elsie probably know, bitch, you weird. And that's all that's to it. Tavy says that she had a convo with the new three. And they kept saying they weren't going to jump Elsie. And she took their word for it. But after the cameras cut off, Elsie went downstairs, I guess, I don't know, to fight Kay again. I have no clue. But you took your ass down there and apparently you got jumped by them three girls. And Tavy got an issue with that. Now, Tavy, just last episode, at the end, you was telling Code that she needs to stay mutual because you find for a bitch that you might not even like midway through this season. But now here you are taking up for Elsie. What happened to you being mutual? I guess the camera was not on you enough, so now you gotta put in some work to get that camera time. Natalie, she done heard enough. She decides, let's bring all the girls out here. It's time for us to have the house meeting. She starts to do her little spiel, letting the girls know all this stuff is going on and I have no clue about what's going on and we gotta go to the club and I don't want y'all messing up our name in the club. Bitch, you know exactly what's going on up in here. But anywho, Tavy go ahead and pop that thing off and let them damn new three know that she didn't appreciate the fact that they fought Elsie and jumped her like that. But Kay said ain't nobody jumped that bitch, which now got Elsie looking crazier than she already looked, talking about some, oh, so now I'm delusional, you calling me a liar, all kind of shit. Kay ended up getting up, because Tavy, you standing up and you towering over me. Bitch, let me get up because you're not about to get the upper hand on me.
Like she wanted that about Elsie. And it's like, Elsie? Bitch, like when the fuck you bitches got cool like that?
Tavy feeling some type of way. It's like, what you getting up for? So these two, they gets to going at it. It's just a little 1-2. Not much here to see. After they get broken up, Tavy said next. Baby, she making her way through the whole new 3 team. So here go Ahnna. She gets up. They start going at it. That was another 1-2. Not too much. Just a little entertainment for us. Now, Tavy, she says next. But Russian, she remembering like, hey, Kay never did give me my one with her and I needs that. So them two start fighting. It really wasn't much of nothing. They were doing a lot of tussling, a lot of grabbing and holding on to each other. So let's move on for now. Rolly tells Elsie that she needs to get in the paint because, bitch, all this shit is really about you anyway. Elsie like, oh, I've been in the paint. And Rolly like, bitch, you need to get back in there. Shit, the fuck you talking about? Elsie ends up sneaking Kay, y'all, because there's no rules in fighting, as she says, but I'm just trying to figure out how do you sneak a bitch and still not win? Elsie, please sit down somewhere. Who in that wig? Zeus. Y'all ain't have no old wigs back there for Elsie. Elsie do got on that synthetic wig, and I know that wig, baby, because when I used to have my wig blindness, back in 2009, 2010, bitch, I was wearing them same fucking wigs because I ain't know no better and my funds wasn't right. So you do what you can with what you got. Ahnna calls out Russian. I'm not even sure what she called Russian out for, but them two gets into it. It still wasn't much of nothing to me either. Let's move on because there was nothing to see. Tavy and Cole run they round. And Cold Killer is trying to keep that big bitch off of her. But Tavy got a hold of her leg and dropped her ass. And that was the end for Cold. I'd be like, Cold be trying everything in the book to win these fights. But baby is kind of struggling. I'm not going to lie.
Tabby, she wanted to fight all 3 of us. I see what type of bitch you is. You strong as fuck, so I'ma straight hit you with this karate kick. Oh shit, kick that bitch. Fuck is you talking about? Hit that bitch. Fuck me on the ground. Oh shit, oh shit. And like I said, bitch, I ain't no motherfucking Mike Tyson, bitch. But I'm gonna do what the fuck I gotta do, bitch. If I gotta motherfucking squeeze your nipples, bite your motherfucking ass, bitch, I'm gonna do it. I don't give a fuck.
Now we want everybody to go ahead and sit down because, baby, I still ain't got no understanding for real or why all y'all fucking fighting in this house. Rolly starts to explain the whole Elsie and Kay situation and feeling that Elsie and Russian was plotting against Kay. But Russian keeps interrupting, trying to let them know they ain't even how the story go. But Rolly is taking this as disrespect. And she was like, you got a problem with me? You want a problem with me? And I'm looking like, no, the bitch don't want a problem with you. But I do have a problem with you telling the story wrong. You don't know the full story. So the people who are actually in the mix of this situation should be the ones telling the story. I'm going to let you sit here and lie on me. Some feel that these bitches are scared because they are sitting there and not doing shit and they all got issues with each other. But Natalie like, Summer, we ain't here for all that. Everything ain't got to be a damn fight. And matter of fact, your ass need to apologize to Ahnna for saying her damn name wrong. Fauna like, I don't even want no apology from that hoe. And Summer like you wasn't gonna get one. But for once, she said her name correctly. And she was like, oh, finally, I knew I'll get it eventually.
I finally got it right. Don't ask me where you are. It's Spanish strawberries today. Baby, Fanta grape tomorrow. Bitch, whatever I say is your name will be your name. And if you don't like it, bitch, do something. I dare you.
Ooh, honey, she is just one of them girls. Natalie started talking about how she's skeptical about taking these girls out tonight because she don't want them embarrassing her and messing up the Baddies brand. How they gonna mess up the Baddies brand by fighting in the club? Bitch, that is y'all brand. Y'all fight, drink, smoke, barely eat, fight again, and then eventually everybody cool. At least enough to get in that club, shake ass on each other, and then get back in this house and fight some more. They not gonna mess up that brand. That's exactly on brand for y'all. She says, can we leave this drama in the house and have a good night at the club? Summer says, yes, after this. And she gets up and she starts fighting Kay. And I mean, she got Kay swinging and twirling and spinning around. I'm like, oh no, Kay. You cannot let Summer beat you up. Because Summer is not going to let you live that down. She going to keep going at you all season if she feel like she can get the upper hand on you. Now, Lex, like hell, the other trios done fought. Now it's our time to shine. So she starts to call out Fauna because she's still mad about Fauna ripping her wig off her head. So those two square up to go at it, and while they fighting, here go Dolly ass always gotta jump in the midst of some shit, jumping in, and that's when the camera's cut off because that's the end of the show. Well, guys, I hope you all liked the review. If you did, thumbs up the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you done sat here and listened to me and was enjoying what the hell I was talking about. And until next time, bye guys.